The power of God can heal you instantly. But when it comes to the things that you can do for yourself, God cannot do for you what you can do for yourselves. God cannot do for you what you can do for yourself. He cannot go to the farm and work for you. He cannot, go to the factory and do things for you. You need to go out, so go and do things for yourself so that you can fend for yourself. Yes, everything is already on the earth. If you don't put your hands to work, you cannot fend for yourself. Who are heavy laden. He was talking about mindset. Because the devil has blindfolded many. He has lied to their mind that if you receive Christ, things that you can do for yourself, God will now be doing it for you. It has not changed. The things that you cannot do for yourself, that is what God can do for you. God can heal your body. That body that you will need to go and look for work, do things so that you can fend for yourself. Because when it comes to the issue of meeting your needs, everything is already on this earth. We have trees around us. We have the sea where we catch fishes. We have things. We have the ground where clay and where gold is being dug out. We have things that are on the earth that man will use to meet their needs. Matthew 11 verse 28. Is it how we give you rest? Come to me so that I can help you, so that your mindset will be changed. Because the enemy has lied to your mind. Come and receive my word so that your life can be rearranged. When you receive my word, your life will be rearranged. So many people put the things that is supposed to put at number 10 in number 1. As a result, their life is messed up. Because they are not following the way God has ordained this world to be. There are some sickness and disease that herbs in the bush can cure automatically. There are some things that you can just do that some people are sick. They just needed to drink water and they will be healed. But because they are not following the ways of God, they are not following the things of the nature that God has made available, they will be taking the wrong things. As a result, that sickness in their body will be complicated. When you hear most preachers say, come to me, all ye who are heavy laden, what they normally refer to is finance. Come to me. If you have been suffering, God will give you finance. God will give you money. It's not true. That is the gospel of lie. There is no such thing like that. Sow a seed. When you sow a seed, you will get the tenfold. That is not true. That formula of sowing seed to pastors or to your church it cannot benefit your pocket. You cannot bear money back from there because you're not working there. You are the only one that is giving into that church. I'm not saying don't give. You are the only one that is giving, because as you're giving, it's not a trade by barter. You're not getting anything in return there. You might say that God is answering your prayer through that church. It's not true. God is not in a building. It's not in a location. God is in your heart and it's in your faith. If you believe, then you receive. It's not because you're pouring money or you're giving money to your church that will make you blessed. It's not so. It's only the pastor or the preacher that will be benefiting from the money that you're contributing into that church. He is the one that is working there. But you are not working, you are putting in there. And if you have sown a seed in the church, or if you have been sowing a seed and you're not working, before you know, you become poor. Or if you are working and you're putting all your money inside that church and you're not getting any interest, you're not getting anything back, you will become, after some time, you become poor because you're not getting anything back. It's not yielding interest, it's not multiplying. It's only taken from you. So when the Bible says, come to me, all ye who are heavy laden, Jesus was saying, come to me so that I can help you to renew your mind. So you know how to prioritize your life. You know how to prioritize your life. You go and walk, and when you're walking, you're not greedy. what you're working, what you're gaining or what you're receiving from your work, you're content with it. You're not in competition with other person. This is why a lot of people are dying today, because they are in competition with people. They want to ride the best car. Every year they change their car, they change their clothes. They're in competition they go into debt. They go into different things that they cannot afford. As a result, they are under duress. They are stressed. They are stressed. They are down because they cannot meet those needs. They cannot meet those needs. They are converting. They are greedy. As a result, they are thinking. They are collecting every thought from the enemy. He's bombarding their mind with this. Oh, he's the one that will bombard your mind to go and get things that you cannot afford. And when you've gotten those things, he's not coming back to you again to say, you need to pay this bill. And you are stressed, you're under duress. The message of Jesus is that be content with what you are. So when the Bible said, come to me, all ye who are heavy laden, it wasn't saying, come to me so that I can give you finance. Come to me for me to help you to rearrange your mind so that you live a life of peace and not a life of stress, a life of contentment. This is what it is, a life of contentment. There are different issues that people call heaven laden. Oh, I have heaven laden. What they presume that Christ is referring to. Some people say they have issues of childbirth. They cannot marry. They are single. They have issues of, getting into a relationship. Because they misprioritize things, they call these things heaven laden. Oh, I don't have a child. I'm looking for a child. So the things that usually comes to my mind is those people who don't even want a child. People say there are some people that they don't pray for a child. Some people that are drug addicts, maybe they have mental issues. They just plan it. They just get pregnant because it's already laid down there that if a man meets a woman, something must happen. Or they say they cannot bear children. They call these things heaven laden. The Bible says, go into the world and multiply. These things are already laid down for man. You don't need to be praying to God, stressing over it to have a child. You don't need to, because it's already laid down. It's already laid down. It's not something that you will now be, stressing over. Oh, I want it. And if you've prayed to God and that child or children are not forthcoming, just know that leave it for God. Just rest. Enjoy your life. Keep moving. You don't need to stress over things that is not supposed to be. There are some people that have given birth to children and they are regretting today. Oh, why did I give birth to these children? They are stressing me out. So some children have killed their parents. Maybe at a time, those parents wanted to give birth and they were struggling. Oh, you don't know. So it's not when you're prayed about something and that thing didn't come, just leave it and keep moving. There are some people call the issue of singleness, marriage, heaven laden. Oh, I can't get married. I don't know what is happening to me. All the people that are coming to me, they are just disappointing me. No. If you get the right person, they will stay. And if it's not a do or die thing, the fact that you've been married or you're not married, it doesn't have anything to do with come to me, all you who are heaven laden. Like some pastors will say, oh, come to Christ. As you come to Christ, your marital issue will be solved. Things will just go the right way. It's not true. There is no marriage in heaven. Marriage is here on earth. It's just for this earth. If you're married, good. If you cannot marry, there's no suitor coming. You don't need to kill yourself. Just live your life. People are stressed for their stress for different things. Live your life. Just go with your vision, pursue your goal, do what you like doing. As you're doing that, you along the line, you might find somebody that's, they like what you're doing and they can join you in that union. I want to be friends with you. And things can go the way of marriage. People are they call different things heavy laden because they've been deceived. This is the works of the devil, lying to the mind of people, using preachers who have ulterior motives to deceive them. Oh, come to God, come to Christ, your suffering will be over. It's not so. It's a manipulation from the pit of darkness. That is not the gospel of Jesus. He said, my yoke is easy. In other words, my yoke is easy. In other words, if you come to me, you don't need to stress about life. You relax. If things are not going the way you want, you just relax. And that will not make you die before your time. That will not make you be stressing and not sleeping at night. That will not make you be, all over the place. So many things that we are going through is as a result of we were not carrying we did not take the yoke of Christ upon ourselves. We were greedy at some time. We wanted the world for ourselves. And we now see the after effect of these things. But thanks be to God who said, I have given you grace to overcome this. I have taken your sins away. When it ought to have become a huge burden, my grace will help you to carry through. My grace will help you to carry through. I have heaven laden. So many people call sickness heaven laden. Oh, this sickness is heaven laden on me. The Bible says healing is children's bread. That's why I started with it. Healing is children's bread. Healing is one thing that you cannot really do for yourself. And that is what God said, trust in me, believe in me. There are some sickness and diseases that you don't need to really, pray about. You just need to drink water, eat fruit and veg, eat the right things, and you will be well. Because people are misprioritizing things, eat the things that they are not supposed to eat, go the wrong way, and they fall sick. They are stressed over greed, covetousness. This is what we see today because they are not following the ways of God. The Bible says healing is children's bread. Oh, I'm sick. I rebuke this sickness. It's not my portion. And you eat the food that God say eat. And so the system. Come to me, all you who are heaven laden. Jesus is saying, come to me so that you can renew your mind with my word. You will not be greedy and be in competition with the other person. You will not be in hunger. You will not be angry and so, no, I must revenge. I must do this. I must do that. You will not be doing that. You will not be oppressed by the enemy. You will not be suppressed by the devil because all these things I'm measuring now that I just mentioned now is what he used to oppress me. Greed. He uses different things to oppress men. He uses fear. He uses greed, competition to oppress men. Stress. You're not content with what you are. Because the God that created this world lays out opportunity in front of us. There are so many things that people can do that they can become successful in whatever they do. But because they've been taught that, oh, money is going to fall down from heaven, they just believe. And as a result, they are where they are. When Jesus said, come to me, all you who are heaven laden, he's saying, come to me and have rest. Come and unlearn the lies that you believe over the years. There are too much lies around us. Lies. The world is not living on lies. Lies around us. He said the best of the hair. They do not sow, neither do they reap. If you look at Matthew 6, the Psalm on Beatitude, Jesus talk about, principles to live this world. When it comes to the issue of when it comes to so many issues of life that people face, if they do it Jesus' way, there will be peace. Is the way, the truth, and the life. In other words, if you live this life His ways, you will have peace. You will not need to stress, no need to compete. Some people are worried that if they don't have children, when they are old, nobody's going to cater for them. Who told you? Who told you that nobody's going to cater for you? If you don't have children, nobody's going to cater. The Bible says, do not put your trust in a man. There are people that they give birth to children when they are old. Those children will forsake them. And there are people that didn't even give birth to children. When they are old, God will supernaturally bring somebody their way, and that will take care of them even more than their own child would be. So when you trust in God, He's able to do anything in your life. The reason why some people are afraid, if I'm not married, what will happen to me? I can't give birth, or this and that. Some people have given birth, and those children have killed them before their time. Some people are giving birth, they cannot take care of those children. They adopt those children to give children out. Or some people even dump them to orphanage home. Some are married. The men that they were married to killed them before their time. So if men are to live this life the way Jesus has said we should live it, there will be peace. You don't need to struggle. Oh, I must marry. I must bear children. I must acquire this house. I must acquire this car. Stress. I must do this. I must do that. This is what it is. There is more to this. Thank you for tuning in.